Batting second at second base, number 21, Haley Gonzales. Batting third at right field, number 33, Megan Stevens. Batting fourth at third base, number 2, Jessica Alexander. Batting fifth at left field, number 8, Mackenzie Babbitt. Batting sixth, the designated player, number 24, Aaliyah Swan. Batting seventh at first base, number 54, Kiara Crockett Pope. Batting eighth, the catcher, number 37, Ader Rascon. Batting ninth, the shortstop, number 42, Jamie Stewart. And the circle numbers, number 26, Kennedy Anderson.
Well, once again, good afternoon, everybody, from Matador Diamond here on the campus of CSUN. Back end of the Matador doubleheader for you today on your Friday, Game 3 of the day overall here in the CSUN LMU tournament. Darren Preston with you on the CSUN Sports Network, presented by Dignity Health, Northridge Hospital Medical Center. This is, at least on paper, the toughest test to date for the Matadors this year, who come in 12-12. Taking on second-ranked Oklahoma, 23-2. They have won their last 13 straight games, including a 10-0 shutout over Dartmouth in their first game this morning. The Matadors coming off a run rule victory over the Big Green from the second game of the day, 10-2, to even up their overall record. For Oklahoma, their starting lineup, and they are the designated visiting team: Jocelyn Allo, Sydney Romero, and Folly of View, the top three. Shay Knighton, Calais Clifton, and Grace Green in the middle. Grace Lyons, Lindsay Elam, and Nicole Mendez, the bottom three. Shannon Sale is their starting pitcher today, a junior right-hander, 3-1, ERA of 1.35. CSUN starting pitcher, Kennedy Jamerson, 4-2, 3.18 ERA, a sophomore left-hander, 5 starts in 13 appearances on the year. She has allowed 15 earned runs, opponents hitting .304 against her. And she takes the circle. First pitch of the final game of the day to Jocelyn Allo is a strike called. We are underway, 0-1. Allo, 392 on the year. She has hit 3 home runs and has driven in 19. Oklahoma, this train is rolling. Number 2 in the country, and again riding a 13-game winning streak. Ball ripped foul to the right, 0-2. They have outscored their opponents in their last 5 games, 45-1. Allo 1 for 5 in their first game today with an RBI. Sooners really got going in the back half of their first game today. Outside there, 1 ball, 2 strikes. They were involved in a scoreless tie entering the fourth. Romero hit a home run, a solo shot in the fourth. Took a 1-0 lead into the fifth, and then the Sooners really broke things open en route to the 10-0 regulation win. 1-2 to Allo, and that's going to come inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Kennedy Jamerson, sophomore, left-handed, 14th appearance, her 6th start. She's 4-2. She has walked 12. She has struck out 26 on the season. 2-2 pitch. That's away, ball 3. 5'8" sophomore, Santa Monica High School. Same high school as yours truly. Little age difference, however. Outfield deep to the left. Jamerson winds up. Payoff pitch is off the plate, ball 4. So she gets ahead and loses her to a leadoff walk. Here comes Sydney Romero. Romero, a huge first game today, 4 for 5. Couple of runs batted in. And, of course, her 8th home run of the year. And their 10-0 win over Dartmouth. Left-hander winds up, and the pitch. Over for a called strike. Eric Hutchinson calling the balls and strikes in this game. Dennis Wren moves over to first base, and Kent Jacobson, the home plate umpire last game, is at third. Currently situated at second with a runner on first. The 0-1 pitch. Bouncing ball, could be two. The flip to second, the relay to first, off the bag. So the lead runner, I should say, is erased, one away. Bouncing ball to the right side. Matadors settle for the one out. That'll bring up a view. A view, left-handed senior, 377 on the season. 4 home runs, 14 batted in. Takes a strike, nothing in one. 5'4" senior from Oceanside, went to Rancho Buena Vista High School. Like Dartmouth, the Sooners absolutely have their share of Californians on their roster. 0-1 pitch. That's in there for a strike. 0-2. A view from Oceanside. Sydney Romero, who was just up a moment ago. She's from San Diego. And quite a few others. Kylie Lundberg from Lakewood. The 0-2 pitch. Hit foul the other way. Grace Green in the starting lineup, a freshman from Oakdale. Shay Knighton, a senior. She's from Buena Park. Elia Flores, utility players from Colton. Alexa Schultz from Los Alamitos. Not as many as Dartmouth, but certainly quite a bit on their roster. Number 2 team in the country, 23-2. Matadors 12-12. 0-2 pitch. Comebacker. Jamerson turns. Throw to second. Get the lead runner there. The relay a little late. So twice in a row, Matadors get the lead runner on a ground ball. 2 outs. That'll bring up the designated player, Shay Knighton. 370 hitting senior. 4 homers, 17 runs batted in. Every Sooner in the starting lineup has hit the ball out at least once. First pitch is slowing away, ball 1 to Shay Knighton. Sooners, certainly the class of college softball in recent memory. And you can make the argument since the turn of the century. A strike thrown there. 1 ball, 1 strike. They have won 4 national championships, all since 2000. 2000, 2003, 2016, and then defended that title in 17. 1-1 pitch. Outside, 2-1. Moreover, best winning percentage of anybody in the last handful of years. 890 ball since 2016, and the most wins since that year of anybody across the country. 2-1 pitch, foul back. 16th meeting all time between Oklahoma and CSUN. The Matadors have actually taken 6 games against them. Had a competitive game a year ago. And the 2-2, foul back. Of course, the helm of the program, Patty Gasso. 25 years, 1984 graduate, of Long Beach State. 1,223 career victories at Oklahoma. And those 4 rings. 2-2, comebacker. Snatched away by Jamerson, and Oklahoma done in the first. So they leave 1. And the Matadors coming up for the first time. CSUN LMU tournament, and the Matadors coming up. CSUN Sports Network, presented by Dignity Health.
Mid-Valley Dental Care specializes in athletes' dental health, as well as cosmetic, orthodontia, oral surgery, and dental implants. Your teeth are the only ones you're going to get, so protect them now by making an appointment today at midvalleydentalcare.com. Just say they do dental replacements. Then I don't need it.
No, that's actually perfect. No, yeah, it's perfect. Their uniforms aren't overexposed anymore.
15 weeks now.
There. Yeah, right. There. Yep. Awesome. Thank you.
So my son, that's the buddies, number 2 son, buddies in Germany, did an Airbnb for a house in Vegas. For 3 days. One of them, they just had a big
CSUN coming up for the first time. Oklahoma nothing across in the top of the first. Matadors in this one. Kira Cawley, Haley Gonzales, Megan Stevens, the top 3. Jessica Alexander, Mackenzie Babbitt, Aaliyah Swan in the middle. Kiara Crockett-Pope, Gator Rascone, Jamie Stewart, bottom 3. Set the Sooners on defense. Out in left, Filet View. In center, Nicole Mendez. Out in right, Jocelyn Allo. Across the infield at third, Sydney Romero. Grace Lyons at shortstop. Calais Clifton at second. Grace Green at first. Behind the plate, Lindsay Elam. And in the circle is a junior right-hander, Shannon Sale. 3-1, 1.35 ERA. 14th appearance, 5th start. First pitch to Colley is outside, ball 1. Sale has thrown 31 innings. She's allowed 6 runs on 14 hits. All the runs earned. 6 walks, 58 strikeouts. How about that for a ratio of about 10-1? Opponent's hitting 133 against her, and that one comes low. Now, Sale actually leads the country in the category of strikeouts per 7 innings pitched. Count moves to 3 balls and no strikes. 13.1 strikeouts per 7 innings for Shannon Sale. They are loaded, the Sooners are, in the circle this year. There's a strike thrown, 3-1 to Colley. Colley 256 coming in, 11 for 43. Another strike thrown. Sale did not pitch earlier today. They did have 3 pitchers out there. Yesterday got a 5-inning perfect game from G. Juarez down at Loyola Marymount. Payoff, well, not yet. Well, that would be the equivalent of a balk, an illegal in the circle. Started her motion and did not follow through, so on to first goes Colley. She got crossed up with a signal with her catcher. Here's the 271 hitting Haley Gonzales. 1 home run, 7 runs batted in. And in her first outing today, Gonzales was 2 for 2. Strike thrown, 0-1. The 0-1, scoring away to bunt, a strike thrown, throw down to first. The ball trickles down the right field line, but nowhere to go. Colley stays on first, 0-1 to Gonzales. Sooners will play twice tomorrow before heading home. play LMU down in Westchester as well as Illinois. They'll play the Illini first. That one's foul back, 0-2. And on their trip so far, the 12-1 win over UC Santa Barbara. 14-0 win in that perfect game by G. Juarez yesterday over the host LMU. And then earlier today on this field, 10-0 over Dartmouth. 0-2, low and away. 1-2. There are only 2 losses to the current number 1 team in the country. Lost 7-1 to UCLA. That was back on February 22nd. And then lost 7-4 to then number 1, Florida State. 1-2 pitch, foul back. One and two. Kirikali on first. Nobody out in the bottom of the first. Swing and a miss. First strikeout for Shannon Sale. And here comes a very nice matchup. Sale against Megan Stevens. Coming in the hottest hitter in the Big West. 485, 6 home runs, 25 driven in. Pops one up, middle infield, I believe, shortstop, yeah, behind the circle. That's Grace Lyons hauling it in. 2 outs. First pitch swinging.
Third baseman, Jessica Alexander.
Here's Jessica Alexander. 278. Couple of home runs, 16 batted in for her. 0 for 2 with a walk in game 1 today. First pitch. Outside, ball 1. Again, the Matadors off tomorrow. Cal Baptist will be here on Sunday in a doubleheader. We're in a stretch where the Matadors are here at home for 9 out of 10. 1-0. That will get behind the catcher. Down to second goes Cauley on a pass ball. That'll be called on Lindsay Elam behind the plate. So Cauley on second. Matadors looking to strike first against the second-ranked Sooners. 2-0. Swing and a miss. Some high heat there, 2-1. Sale from Land O'Lakes, Florida. She began her collegiate career at Florida International. 2-1. That's low and away, 3-1. Yeah, 3-1 pitch. Hit off the bottom of the bat. They can't find it. And that falls. Lindsay Elam turned around there and just couldn't find it. So 3-2, 2 outs. Cauley on second. Final game of the day here. Day 1 of the, well, not officially, but day 1 on this field of the CSUN LMU Invitational. Swing and a miss there, and the Matadors will leave Cauley on second. Couple of strikeouts by Sale in the first inning. Inning number 2 on the way. No score. Second-ranked Oklahoma, the opponent for the Matadors on the CSUN Sports Network, presented by Dignity Health, Northridge Hospital Medical Center.
Located less than 3 miles from campus for freshly prepared, simply delicious meals. From slow-cooked mesquite barbecue, tri-tip ribs and chicken to 16 market-fresh salads, homemade side items such as garlic mashed potatoes to pizzas and pastas, fuel up the right way. To learn more or to order online, log on to stonefiregrill.com.
Yeah, she definitely will. It's just it's tough coming from where they did last year. And people blame it for
So why did she leave you guys to go work at that home for her?
no, she
Oh, a bunch of money
Deep down somewhere. On to inning number 2 here at Matador Diamond. No score. The second-ranked Oklahoma Sooners, the opponent, and the series of games on your Friday. Both teams with one win from today over Dartmouth. Calais Clifton, Grace Green, and Grace Lyons coming up for the Sooners. Jaberson throws. That is outside, ball 1. Clifton, senior right-hander, 338. Hit it out the park 5 times this year, 18 driven in. Senior from Wayne, Oklahoma. 1-0. Low and away, ball 2. Second inning has been quite the monster this year for the Sooners. They have outscored their opponents 40-4 in this inning. A strike called. They've only given up 28 runs. This is their 26th game of the year. 2-1 on the way. That's going to miss away. 3-1. In case you missed game 1 for CSUN today, an 11-2 run rule victory over Dartmouth. Jillian James, a complete game victory. Gave up 2 runs, but neither run was earned. Struck out 5. 3-1 pitch, bouncing ball, 5-6 hole, first hit of the day for either team. Comes off the bat of Calais Clifton. And Grace Green stands in, the freshman, hitting .356, 4 long balls, 11 driven in. Green 2 for 3 with an RBI in their first win today. Trying to put a bunt down. Want to know? And the next one, there goes the runner. Throw down to second. Nobody covering. It might have hit the runner. Throw down to third is late. Sliding in is Calais Clifton. The throw down, there was nobody covering for the Matadors, and I think it hit Clifton. And the ball going out to the outfield, making way for Clifton to slide into third. Patty Gasso wants to know if she's okay. And she is. It'll be a throwing error on Gator Rascone. So now runner on third, nobody out. Bring the infield in a few steps. And the 1-1 pitch. That's going to be in there for a strike 2. The wind has calmed a little bit. We had some big ones first 2 games of the day. It's eased up as the day has progressed seemingly. That one just missed the outside. 2-2. And the 2-2 pitch. That will fall below the knees. Good eye. 3-2. Grace Green taking it. Grace Lyons on deck. Nobody out in the top of the second. Sooners threatening payoff. Ground ball the other way. This will score a run. And bobbled there at second. A sidearm, a quick throw as Gonzales recovers to get the one out at least. Sooners on the board first.
Shortstop, Grace Lyons.
So here is Grace Lyons, also a freshman, hitting .320, 5 homers, 15 batted in. And a strike thrown, 0-1. Lions 2 for 3 in their 10-0 win over Dartmouth earlier today. Jamerson winds up 0-1 outside, 1-1. Mentioned Patty Gasso, quarter century at the helm of Oklahoma, 1-1 inside 2-1, but in the dugout joining her a couple of her sons. One's an assistant coach and the other a student manager. Two 2-1 pitch. That's in there for a strike. 2-2. Patty currently sitting number 4 in terms of win percentage by active coaches across the country. 2-2. Outside 3-2. All-time 786. The only 3 better. Tim Walton out at Florida, 799. Mike White at Texas, 797. Mike Andrea at Arizona, 794. All-time, not just current coaches, but all-time coaches. Patty number 8. How about that? That's probably more impressive. Ball driven foul down the right side. Number 1 on that list, former UCLA coach Sue Enquist, 835. You look at all-time wins by a coach. Patty Gasso needs 20 to crack the top 10. 3-2 pitch. That's low. And the Sooners have another base runner here in the second inning. Here's Lindsey Elam. Number 1 on that list, Carol Hutchins, the head coach for Michigan, 1,571 career wins. And Mike Andrea just 8 back of that in the number 2 spot. But Patty continuing to climb that chart. Popped up right-hand side. That's a foul ball, 0-1. Lindsey Elam, sophomore right-handed catcher. 250 on the year, 1 home run, 9 driven in. She's got a runner on first. 1 in already for Oklahoma to take the early lead. The 0-1 pitch, low and away. There goes the runner, throwing out a second. Not in time. Ball trickled out of the glove of second baseman anyway. Haley Gonzales. Don't think it was in time anyway. And time called. CSUN will pay a visit to their starting pitcher. Of course, it all started for Oklahoma in 2000. That was really the year that they came through. They won the World Series that year, and under the guidance of Patty Gasso, and it kind of stop the dominance, if you will, of UCLA in the then Pac-10 conference. She won it again in 03, and then most recently going back-to-back in 16 and 17. All right, we're ready again. 1 ball and 1 strike, and 1 out. And on second base is Grace Lyons. Sooners have 1 in. And the 1-1 pitch. That'll miss a little upstairs. 2-1. Looking forward to following CSUN men's volleyball tonight online. First of a 2-match series in Hawaii. 2-1 pitch. That's hit in the air right field and playable. Catch is made for the second out. Lions headed for third standing up. As Stevens brings it in for the second out. Men's volleyball next at home at the end of the month of a 2-match series with UC Santa Barbara. So runner on third and 2 outs. First one up and away, ball 1 to Nicole Mendez, the last of the order. 409 stepping in, 18 for 44. A couple of home runs, 13 batted in. Mendez 2 for 5 in their first game today with a RBI. 1-0. Make it 2-0. Two-0 pitch. That's upstairs, ball 3. Mendez now a junior and 8 triples to her name in her career. It's been kind of her interesting claim to fame. If she gets the 10 triples, she would move up to their number 9 in their school's history, and there's ball 4. So here comes a big moment early because you got to keep this a 1-0 game. Runners on the corners, 2 outs. As the Sooners go back to the top, Jocelyn Allo. She walked to start the game, and Jamerson was up in that count and lost her. She did get out of that. So runners on the corners, 2 outs. Allo, 392 hitter. The windup in the pitch. Jammed their ground ball down to third. It is a fair ball. Throw it across the diamond in time. Nice pitch inside. And the Sooners will leave them on the corners. They do score once. And we go to the bottom of the second. Oklahoma 1, CSUN nothing on the CSUN Sports Network, presented by Dignity Health, Northridge Hospital Medical Center.
she would need to watch the game when she would like get in trouble because we were on delay. It worked out quite well.
On to the bottom of the second. Second-ranked Oklahoma 1-0 over CSUN. Matadors coming in with an even 12-12 mark. Oklahoma is riding 13 consecutive wins, 23-2. Babbitt will start things off. Swan and then Crockett Pope. Running start in the box, swing and a miss. 0-1. Shannon Sale into her second inning. A couple of strikeouts in the first. Babbitt 303. She has driven in 6. Trying to put a bunt down. 0-2. Babbitt 2 for 3 against Dartmouth earlier. Drove in 1. Upstairs there, 1-2. Outfield a little to the left. Played that and missed there. Third strikeout for Sale. Raya Flowers walking over to Eric Hutchinson. So Kennedy Jamerson is going to hit here. So insert Jamerson into the 6 spot. Jamerson up there. Swing and a miss, 0-1. Another strike thrown, 0-2. To Jamerson, comes inside, 1-2. Jamerson, 118 at the plate, 4 for 34. That one's outside, 2-2. 1 RBI. As a hitter. Career-wise 161. She saw 84 official at-bats in 2018. 2-2. Foul back. Two. Bouncing ball, foul. Keep it 2-2. Another Matador getting loose in right field. Elise Madison is throwing. Two by Sale. That is looped into left center field. Rounding first, Jamerson. She'll stand up at second. 118 hitter, 5th hit of the year. First one for the Matadors in this game. So Swan will re-enter. And Swan will go back to her original spot in the lineup, which is the 6th spot, and take second base. So Aaliyah Swan on second.
Number 24, Aaliyah Swan. First baseman, Tiara Crockett Pope.
And here comes Crockett Pope. That's the second extra base hit as well of the season for Kennedy Jamerson. First double. And the 0-1. That's up and away. 1 ball, 1 strike. Correction, second extra base hit, but that is her second double. Her first one was also a 2-bagger. 6th career extra base hit for Jamerson. All right, 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 on and 1 out. Matadors looking to tie it up here in the second inning. The 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss, in and out of the catcher's glove, but throws out Swan at third. Lindsay Elam. Nice poise behind the plate. Popped out of her glove for a moment, collected herself, and then the hard throw down the third in time to beat Aaliyah Swan. So now the base is empty with 2 outs and there's strike 3. So just like that, Sooners out of the bottom of the second. Nothing across, had the 1 hit by Jamerson. Eventually caught stealing, and we are through 2 innings here at Matador Diamond. 1-0 Sooners on the CSUN Sports Network, presented by Dignity Health.
Fans, don't forget the CSUN Memorial Marathon Tournament continues tomorrow, starting at 10 a.m. On the weekend tournament, you can log on to GoMatadors.com.
All right, Oklahoma coming up in the top of the third. Sydney Romero, Filet View next, and then Shea Knighton. Back to work, Kennedy Jamerson. Left-hander winds up, and a dirt ball to begin the third. One run, 1 hit. No errors for the Sooners. No runs, 1 hit, 1 error for the Matadors. Sooners scoring last inning on a ground ball to the right side. 1-0 pitch. Grounded foul. Might have caught a piece of Romero's foot. 1-0-1. Coming in 4:42 with 3 driven in. So go to 2 and 1. And the 2-1 on the way. By putting a bunt down there, Alexander, no play. Not expecting it, kind of put one down there at the last moment, and by the time Alexander grabbed it, no play. It is an infield single. Second hit for the Sooners.
Left fielder, following Abu.
And here is Abu. Won 6 fielder's choice in the first inning. 26 for 70 on the year. Strike thrown 0-1. 4 homers and 14 driven in. He's from Oceanside, a senior. Oh, 0-1 from Jamerson. That's turned on and took a little bit too much of a step in. Did CSUN's right fielder Megan Stevens. The throw to the plate, a little bit late, and sliding in safely is Sydney Romero, and Oklahoma's on top 2-0. Meanwhile, on to third. So Oklahoma 2-0. View slides into third.
Designated player, Shay Knighton.
Third hit for Oklahoma. Here's Knighton. Shay Knighton 0 for 1 on a line out in the fourth. Nice pitch outside corner, a strike, 0-1. A View just belting out her second career triple, the first one coming in their first game today against Dartmouth. 0-1 pitch. Pop foul to the right. Also her 15th RBI. 0-2 to Knighton. Clifton on deck. That's outside. One-two pitch. That's hit in the left center field gap, and Oklahoma's going to lead it 3-0. Ball bobbled there for a moment, didn't have any impact on the play. Standing up safely at second base, Shay Knighton. So the Sooners tack on at least a couple of more here in the third. Still nobody out. They'll have a runner on second. And Elise Madison is entering the ball game. Take a quick timeout. Talk to you in a moment. 3-0 Oklahoma here in the top of the third on the CSUN Sports Network.
Well, the tennis courts have like the green thing around it.
1-0 So the new pitcher for CSUN, Alyssa Madison, and the Matadors in a 3-0 hole here in the top of the third. Nobody out, and the Sooners have a runner on second base in the form of Shea Knighton. Alyssa Madison, 5'7", right-handed freshman out of Elk Grove, Pleasant Grove High School. She is 1-3 on the year, 3.76 ERA. This will be her 9th appearance, 7th in a relief role. Meanwhile, there will be a pinch runner at second, and her name is Aaliyah Flores.
Your next base pitch running for home at second base, number 15. Aaliyah Flores. Second baseman, Kaylee Clifton.
So Kaylee Clifton stands in, singled first time around. 338 coming in with 5 home runs. 18 driven in. Chance for another here. First pitch of the day from the freshman Madison. That's high. 1-0. Madison has thrown 22 1/3 this year. She's allowed 12 earned runs on 28 hits, 11 strikeouts, 13 walks. Opponents hitting .298 against her. Outfield straight up. Corners coming in. The 1-0 pitch elevated 2-0. Grace Green on deck. And a 2-0. That's low. Oklahoma, just 1 run allowed in their last 5+ ball games. There's ball 4. 2-1, nobody out. Oklahoma already 3-0.
First baseman, Grace Green.
And Grace Green stands in. Grounded out 4-3 in her first at bat. Freshman. Madison winds up. First pitch to Green is in there, a called strike, 0-1. So Clifton on first, and Flores pinch running on second. Very dangerous situation here, of course, for the Matadors. In there for a called strike, too. Matadors, no game tomorrow. On Sunday, first pitch of a doubleheader with Cal Baptist, 10:30. 0-2. Dirt ball, and runners not going to go. Little bluff. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Longest outing for Madison to date in her collegiate career was against Army here on February 15th. Went 4 2/3. 1-2 pitch, bouncing ball to third. Alexander will step on the third base bag, throw across the diamond for a double play. 5-3 double play for the Matadors. Clifton takes second. 2 away.
Shortstop, Grace Lyons.
Grace Lyons stands in. First pitch, up and away, ball 1. Next one poked away, foul to the right. 1 ball, 1 strike. At least Madison struck out 3 batters against Oregon on February 8th. That was the second game of the season. 1-1, fouled away. So 1 strike away, at least Madison. Can at least say she got it done here in the 3rd. In relief of Kennedy Jamerson, but not quite the case. Ball's going to be hit in the left center up against the wall. 4-0 Sooners on an RBI double. So Grace Lyons doubles for the 4th time this year, picks up her 16th RBI. And Lindsay Elam, the hitter,
Catcher, Lindsay Elam.
5'9" sophomore. Elam stands in. Sooners enjoying what's going to be at least a 3-run inning. First pitch into Elam, up and away, ball 1. Oklahoma in this game, to this point anyway, doing it with balls hit. Got 3 home runs in their first game today, trying to put a bunt down throw to third, and that's going to be a good throw and an out, caught stealing. But the Sooners do attack on. They're going to take a 4-0 lead into the bottom of the 3rd on the CSUN Sports Network, presented by Dignity Health Northridge Hospital Medical Center.
I don't know where she's at, so I'll go look for her.
On to the bottom of the 3rd, Oklahoma 3-0. Excuse me, 4-0. 4 runs, 5 hits, no errors. CSUN no runs, 1 hit, and 1 error. Flores, who came in to pinch run for Oklahoma last inning, stays in the game and goes the first. The first baseman, Grace Green, will go to the designated player spot. Meanwhile, ball 1 to Gator Rascone. Shannon Sale moving and grooving here. Strike 1-1. 1 hit through down quite nicely early in the game. And the 1-1, high heat there, chased and missed. 1-2. Two and two. Blowing away. 3-2. And the payoff. Strike 3 called. So Rascone strikes out.
Shortstop, Jamie Stewart.
And Stewart stands in. Got the grand slam last game. Second home run of the year. First career grand slam. Ground ball foul to the right. Start of the box and a strike thrown. 0-2. Pitch. Up and away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One, two, outside, 2-2. Two on the way. Swing and a miss. Two gone. Top of the order. Shannon Sale just continuing to roll here. Big 12 pitcher of the week. She was named this week. First Big 12 weekly award of her career. Remember, she was a former Conference USA pitcher. It's a strike thrown. Seven pitcher of the week honors in 17 and 18 while throwing for Florida International. 0-1 running start in the box, a strike off the end of the bat. 0-2. Did not allow a run last week, did Sale. Perfect ERA, just 2 hits allowed in over 9 innings of work. Opponent's hit just .065 against her en route to that honor. 0-2 pitch, high heat there, swing and a miss, and looking better than ever here. 3 innings done from Matador Diamond, Oklahoma 4-0 on the CSUN Sports Network, presented by Dignity Health, Northridge Hospital Medical Center.
University 76 gas station is the official fuel and store of CSUN Athletics. Show your CSUN faculty, staff, students, or alumni being $3 per gallon. And the best part is that 3 cents is donated back to CSUN Athletics. Support your Matadors by fueling up with top-tier gas at University 76.
I was waiting for you out there.
Off Liberty and Nordoff.
So Audrey LaValle comes in and pinch hits here to start off the 4th inning. Sooners on top 4-0. And the first pitch for Elise Madison is a called strike, 0-1. LaValle, 5'5" freshman. She is from Oklahoma. LaValle came in the Dartmouth game as a pinch runner. 1-1 pitch. That's popped up. And it will be playable at the shortstop position. Catch is made by Aaliyah Swan. 1 out. So here comes Nicole Mendez, junior center fielder. Mendez, bat to the knees from the left side. Pitch is thrown outside, ball 1. 4-9 coming in is Nicole Mendez. 2 homers, 13 batted in. And the 1-0. That'll be a strike outside corner, 1. 2 for 5. And the first game today was Mendez. Next one will miss outside, 2-1.
Yeah.
Games. 2-2's on its way. That's hit inside out on the left field line, crossing the foul line and making a nice catch. Matador left fielder Mackenzie Babbitt. 2 outs. Back to the top, Jocelyn Allo. Allo, one of the 3 Sooners on the initial list of the 50 student athletes of the 2019 Softball Player of the Year candidates. Strike thrown. G. Juarez and Sydney Romero are the other 2. And all 3 of those Sooners, first-team All-Americans a year ago. There's only 2 other schools who have more than 3 on that list. Ground ball down to second, and the Sooners go quietly in the top of the 4th. Halfway through it from Matador Diamond, 4-0 Sooners on the CSUN Sports Network, presented by Dignity Health.
Support our student athletes and CSUN athletic programs. CSUN Student Housing offers a full, well-rounded college experience in a safe, fun environment that sets our residents on the path to success. Why live on campus? Because success lives here.
On to the bottom of the fourth. Second-ranked Oklahoma, 4 runs on 5 hits and no errors.
Gonzales.
And the Matadors, no runs, 1 hit and 1 error as Haley Gonzales stands in. 2, 3, and 4 coming up for the Matadors. Right now, CSUN still trying to crack the code of Shannon Sale. Swing and a miss, 0-1. 3 innings, just 1 hit allowed by Sale. Popped up foul there, move it to 0-2. Oklahoma will start their Big 12 schedule on the 22nd of this month. 3-game series at Texas Tech. They have 3 more after this one in non-conference play, including the 2 tomorrow at LMU, playing Illinois, and then the host Lions, and then a home game against North Texas on the 20th. And next weekend, start their 3-game Big 12 set against Texas Tech. 1-2 pitch, popped up left-hand side, does it stay in? Oh wow, great catch, over the fence, adjacent to the dugout. Beautiful catch. One out. Nice angle there for Lions. Here's Stevens. And a ball ripped right up the middle into center field. Stevens has the second hit for the Matadors. One out single. First thing she sees, rips one just to the right of the circle and right up into center. Jessica Alexander stands in.
Third baseman, Jessica Alexander.
First pitch to Alexander, that's a little flare and into center field. Throw to second, looking for the force, almost got it. Obviously a tough spot there for Stevens. Have to kind of wait and see what the center fielder's going to do. Cole Mendez. Don't want to get doubled off there at first, so she had to wait and almost got the lead runner there. So 2 on and 1 out. Babbitt. Going after the first pitch again, swing and a miss, 0-1. And that'll miss, 1 ball, 1 strike. Stevens on second, Alexander on first, and there's a strike in the outside corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Sale needs to get through the 4th, of course, to be in line for the win. Came into the day 3-1. That ball popped up, gonna reach shallow left, and with the correct angle is that shortstop again, Grace Lyons. So here comes Aaliyah Swan. 2 on, 2 out.
Shortstop, Aaliyah Swan.
Swan has to get aboard for the Matadors to bring up a tying run. 1-0 to the freshman. Swing and a miss. 1-1. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 2 aboard for the Matadors and a 4-0 Sooner lead. Team that has given up just 1 run going back 6 ball games. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Jammed there. Another strikeout for Sale. The Matadors strand 2. On to the 5th. 4-0 Sooners. CSUN Sports Network presented by Dignity Health. A couple hits for the Matadors in the bottom of the 4th, but could bring anybody across. Inning ends in a strikeout. They live 2, and Oklahoma takes a 4-0 lead into the 5th. And Romero starts things off. Looks at ball 1. Romero, a view, and then number 4 spot. Count goes to 2-0. Leah Flores came in for Shade Knighton early in the ball game, so she may come up in there for a strike. 2-1. Madison into her 3rd inning. 2-1. High fly ball deep to left center. This is gone over the wall in left center field. And yet another home run by Sydney Romero. She hit her 8th earlier today against Dartmouth. She hits her 9th of the year here. And the Sooners extend their lead to 5-0. Of course, a lot of Oklahoma folks in attendance. A lot of their kids come from California, and the Boomer Sooner chant going along with it. So here is a view. So the 4th home run total of the day for Oklahoma. First one in this game. A strike thrown. 0-1. This fifth inning, Oklahoma has been almost as good as they've been in the second inning of games this year. I told you they outscored their opponents 40-4 in the second inning. (21-3) in the fifth inning this year. Oh, 2 misses away. 1 ball, 2 strikes to a view. So it is, in fact, Aaliyah Flores dropping out on the on-deck circle. 1-2. Up and in there. 2-2. And the next one from Madison, that's belted into center. Up with the glove is Colley, but go over her head. A long single. So here comes the first baseman, Aaliyah Flores.
First baseman, Aaliyah Flores.
So long single for a view. 7th hit for the Sooners, and Flores stands in. Number 4 spot. Clifton would be on deck, time called. And with that, a visit for Madison from the Matador dugout. Again, Matadors beginning a stretch of 9 out of 10 here at Matador Diamond. Cal Baptist for 2 on Sunday. Dartmouth will be back here Tuesday. St. Mary's will be here for 3 Friday and Saturday of next week, and then 1 game with a top-ranked UCLA Bruins a week from Sunday. Matador bullpen is up. A couple of pitchers throwing. Cheyenne Knoll throwing down there, and Jillian James is the other. James had the complete game victory over Dartmouth. So a couple of right-handers getting loose for the Matadors. There's a strike. 0-1 to Flores. A view on first. 5-0 Sooners here in the top of the 5th. 0-1. That's hit in the air. This one a little more playable. Making the catch out in center field is Colley. 1 out. Kaylee Clifton.
Second baseman, Kaylee Clifton.
Strong bat. She's belted out 5 this year. Starting this one, 338. One on, one out. Elise Madison working, right-hander, throws, taken low, ball one. One 0 pitch. That's low, ball two. After this stretch where the Matadors play 9 of 10 here, start Big West play at the end of the month at UC Davis. Just like any other year, you'll have doubleheader on one day, single game on the other. And that particular series will be on the 30th and 31st. 2-0 pitch. In there, strike, 2-1. The first 6 in the conference this year for the Matadors will be on the road. In the Big West play, they'll host UC Riverside, Cal Poly, and Hawaii here at Matador Diamond. 2-1 pitch. That's ripped in the right center field gap. This will at least be runners on the corners. I think a View might get, well, let's see, Gasso's going to hold up a View. So second and third. Yeah, smart move there by Patty Gasso. That would have been out number 2 at the plate. So instead, the Sooners will have second and third, one out. And Grace Green will be the hitter.
Designated player, Grace
Clifton's 4th double of the year. All right, infield coming in, second and third, one out. Grace Green from the right side, pitch on the way. That's going to be a little below the knees, ball one. Starting the day, 356, 4 homers, 11 batted in. One 0 pitch. That's low and in. Ball trickles away briefly up the third base line. Not far enough. 1-1. Check that 2-0. And the 2-0. That's low, ball 3. A View on third. Clifton on second. One away. And the 3-0 pitch. Ground ball, base hit into left field. This will score one more. A View comes in. Down to third goes Kaylee Clifton. Runners on the corners, one out, in what is now a 6-0 game. Taraya Flowers out of the dugout. So there will be a change here for CSUN. It is Cheyenne Knoll coming in.
Attention, please. Now pitching for the Matadors, number 17, Cheyenne Noley.
So Cheyenne Noley comes in, 5th appearance, 4th out of the bullpen, 0-1 record. She has thrown 2 1/3. 12 runs on 10 hits allowed. 10 of her runs have been earned. 9 walks, 2 strikeouts. 5'9" right-handed junior from Chandler, Arizona. Went to Hamilton High School. Actually had a 7-inning game, which she threw a couple of times last year, most recently at the end of the regular season against UC Santa Barbara. Comes in down 6-0 with the Sooners having them on the corners and Lions stepping in. Noli wearing headgear out there in the circle. First pitch from Noli. That's going to be low, ball 1. Clifton on third, Green on first. 2 more in, 6-0 ball game. Noli winds up, the right-hander throws outside, ball 2. Lions had a couple of hits this morning. Shows bunt. Down to second. No throw. Down to second. Said trying to catch the runner on third off guard. So second and third, 1 out. 2 balls, 1 strike. 2-1 pitch. Outside, 3-1. Lindsay Elam on deck. And the 3-1, that's going to hit her. That'll load him up for Elam.
Lindsay Elam.
Lindsay Elam in the 8th spot. If they haven't already, a chance for Elam to really clean things up here. Bases full of Sooners with 1 out. Noli winds up. Ground ball, and this one's going to get through into right center, scoring 2 more. So Green slides in there, that second run, following Clifton. And Oklahoma has reached 8. And that forces the Matadors to score something in the bottom of this inning, otherwise they will be run ruled, as they did to Dartmouth earlier.
Center fielder, Nicole Mendez.
Nicole Mendez stands in, still 1 out corners for the Sooners. First pitch sliced away to the left, foul ball. 0-1 to Mendez. Just incredible. This machine that is the second-ranked Sooners. 53-1. They have outscored their opponents in their last 6 games. Their winning streak will extend out to 14 straight, barring an incredible miracle. That is low. 1-1. Cheyenne Noli looking in. The outside corner, good pitch. 1-2.
I mean, you know what I mean? Compare, yeah.
And the 1-2 is on its way. That's outside. 2-2. Very nice crowd all day today here at Matador Diamond. Good Dartmouth contingent as well from the morning games. A lot of Sooner fans here. The Matador is also well represented. 2-2 pitch. Bouncing ball down to short and underneath the glove of the freshman into center, forcing another run to come in. Leah Swan has had better days at the shortstop position.
Right fielder, Jocelyn Allo.
Here is Allo. That'll hit the outside corner. 0-1. A 1 pitch. That's low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Matadors will bring up their bottom 3. In the bottom of the 5th, they'll have to score a couple at least. Keep the game going. One. That's a dirt ball. Nolly's 2-1. That's a good pitch off speed in there. Freezes Allo. 2-2. Pitch, swing and a miss, strikeout for Noli. So 2 outs.
Sydney Romero.
And back to Sydney Romero, who hit a home run, her 9th of the year, to start things off earlier. Sooners bat around in the inning. Putting up 5 to this point in the inning. First pitch to Romero is low, ball 1. Mentioned that Sydney is one of the 3 Sooners on the National Player of the Year watch list to begin. One 0 pitch. That's low, ball 2. Sydney Romero, Jocelyn Allo, and G. Juarez are the 3 for Oklahoma. UCLA and Florida also have 3. The only other schools that have more, Washington and Arizona, have 4 apiece. 3-0. Winner of that award, by the way, is always announced at the College World Series. 3-0 pitch. That is low. Ball 4. So again, bases loaded for Oklahoma. 2 gone. Second plate appearance of the inning for Review.
Falling on you.
First pitch to a view from Noli, in there for a called strike. 0-1. 0-1. Sliced away inside out. Foul. This one will go in the dugout. Third base dugout. 0-2. Into her stretch. 0-2 pitch. Pulled and foul into the right field bullpen. Keep it 0-2. Jillian James was getting loose a little bit earlier. Stopped throwing. Outside 1-2. And the 1-2 pitch ripped into right field. This will tack on 2 more. That'll push the Oklahoma lead to 11-0. Monster inning here for the Sooners in the 5th. Took a 4-0 lead into the inning. They're in their second go-around of hitters, and they have put in, or brought in at least 7 here. Got them on the corners now.
First baseman, Alyssa Vasquez.
And here's Flores again. First one into Flores, hits the outside corner, 0-1. That means in order for the Matadors not to be run ruled, got to score at least 4 times in the bottom half of this inning. 0-1. That's low, 1-1. And the 1-1. That drops in there for strike 2. And the 1-2. Little nubber foul. That's low and in. 2-2. Oklahoma has had 10 run rule victories coming into this one out of their 23 wins. They had 4 in a row from February 9th to the 14th. Ball popped up, foul, maybe a play. There is a play. And a catch off the first base line. So Sooners tack on 7 in the inning and are 3 outs away from a run rule victory. Matadors need to score at least 4 times on the CSUN Sports Network, presented by Dignity Health.
At the University Plaza on North and Reseda, the most delicious healthy choice, Waba Grill. For Oklahoma, now playing right field, number 24, Reagan Rogers. In the circle for the Sooners, number 42, Mariah Lopez.
Reagan Rogers now playing right field for Oklahoma. Mariah Lopez is in the circle for the Sooners. Another Southern California kid. Lopez, 5'8", junior right-hander. She went to Saugus High School out in Saugus. And the Sooners need 3 outs to make it 14 consecutive victories and go to 24-2 overall. Lopez was the starting pitcher this morning against Dartmouth. Went 4 2/3, allowed just 1 hit, walked 1 and struck out 6. Threw 64 pitches and got her 10th victory of the year. So she's 10-1. Kiara Crockett-Pope will stand in for the Matadors, who need to score at least 4 to keep the game going. First pitch popped up foul right below. Nope, does not clear the screen. 0-1. Oh, 0-1 from Lopez to Crockett-Pope. High fly ball, center field, staying in the park. And brought in by Mendez. 1 out. So here's Alyssa Vasquez pinch hitting.
Alyssa Vasquez.
Junior right-handed hitter from Hanford. On the season, she's been in 12 ball games, 2 for 11. Ground ball down to first. It's going to be ruled a foul ball. 0-1.
Yeah, 1 out in the triple.
Vasquez, 44 career at bats here at CSUN. 6 hits, 3 RBIs. Lopez winds up the 0-1. That's popped up and in foul territory. Easily caught. Sydney Romero brings in the 2nd out. And the Sooners need 1 out to sweep the day without allowing a run. Make it 14 straight wins and 11 run rule victories for Oklahoma, if they can get it here. First pitch, fouled away. Oh, 1 liner right into the glove at shortstop of Grace Lyons, and that is it. 2nd-ranked Oklahoma, what a day for them. 10-0 in their first win, 11-0 here. This one in a run rule fashion. 11 runs, 11 hits, no errors for the 2nd-ranked Sooners. No runs, 3 hits, 2 errors for the Matadors. Win goes to Sale, and the loss goes to CSUN starter.
For Oklahoma, 11 runs, 11 hits, no errors.
That'd be Jamerson.